welcome to my channel. This is Providencia, and right now I am gonna start cooking dinner. I'm gonna make white rice, beans, tostones, and alcapurrias. All right. This is gonna be in a new playlist. It's gonna say come cook with me, and it's basically a playlist of please don't come too late, I worry.
I come back at about 8:30, 9 o'clock every time I go.
All right, but you know I worry about my son. Gling gling. That's my older son. I mean, he's 19 going on 20, but sometimes I gotta worry, you know what I'm saying? I'm Mom Dukes, and not for nothing, mothers, no matter what age the kids are, always worry about their kids. So yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna do a new playlist. It's gonna be called Come Cook With Me, and it's basically gonna be just days that I'm just cooking dinner. Now, it's not like actual tutorials, like I'm just like really focusing on just one thing and trying to really show it to you. It's just come with me and cook whatever I make that day, a whole meal. All right, you can learn a few maybe things from this, or you could enjoy just watching me cook. I mean, of course, you know I'm gonna try to give you little measurements and little things here and there and give you some tips, because you know I always do that in every video. But I'm gonna also work with what I have in my house. So usually with tutorials, I try to like show you exactly what you need for a specific recipe. But when I don't do tutorials and I just, you know, regularly just cook like that, I substitute with what I have in my refrigerator, in my pantry, in my cabinets, and that's how I really do it. So if nothing is very traditional up in here, just know that I'm working with what I have. So like I said, white rice, beans, tostones, alcapurria, and I do have an avocado. But to me, I feel like it's maybe too ripe, you know, and I should have just, something was telling me to eat it like 2 days ago and yesterday, but I didn't listen, you see? And now it's probably too ripe, and I really, really want avocados. So, like I said, I'm gonna work with what I got. If not, then maybe I'll just make a little salad. Let's see, we're gonna go with the flow today. So, I got here some fried plantains that I had cooked and thawed out. I did do a video on this, so let's see how that's gonna turn out. So okay, my kids are acting up now. Anyway, so let's see how that goes. I also have here, like I said, it's gonna be very real here. I got here some diced ham. I cut them like this, and usually what I do is I buy like a big like cooking ham, and I cut it into like pieces and I freeze them, so whenever I cook like beans, rice, yellow rice especially, that gives it really good flavor. So fried plantains is thawing out. I don't know how to really say that word. And yeah, so let it do its thing. This was also in the freezer. You know, I'm supposed to take out like the skin and stuff like that. I cut them into pieces. I'm gonna try to put that in my beans today. It is a squash, or you could use pumpkin for your beans as well. And if you have some left over, what you do is you put it like in a small Ziploc bag, freeze it up, use it for beans another day. I also have some ground beef from a recipe that I did, alcapurrias. I had leftover ground beef, and this is called picadillo in Spanish, which is ground beef. And I had some leftovers, so I froze it up, and I also had this thawing out because my little son wants white rice with picadillo, and me and my older son is gonna eat alcapurrias. I did do a recipe on how to make these, so check that video out. I'm gonna see if I can link that video below. What else? It's also thawing out as well because it was frozen in individual Ziploc bags, and I took it out and I put it in this plate here. So I'm gonna put it back in the refrigerator though. And my son also wants, this is all the stuff I gotta do today. Some pastelillos. This is salami and cheese pastelillos. I have a video on that as well. I'm gonna see if I can link everything that I'm mentioning here in this video. I'm gonna drink some water because it is a hot day. I'm just gonna go with the flow up in here. What are we gonna use today as far as ingredients? I don't know, maybe some onion powder. You definitely need this. I'm gonna use maybe one of these pack of, nah, you know what? I'm not gonna use this. See what I'm saying? Usually I already know what I'm doing and all that stuff. I'm just going along with the flow today. So we're gonna use this. This is ham. And I don't know if I should use sazon. Nah, not today. Sometimes I don't use sazon in my cooking. You know, a lot of people, when, you know, like sometimes I put it on my pork chop, but sometimes I really don't. So I don't have that, like that reddish color. People be like, oh, you didn't add sazon? Now you don't have to add sazon to everything that you make. You know, so pepper. Let's see if we're gonna use that. I'm looking through my ingredients, my seasonings, to see. I know we definitely need oregano. You know what? Maybe I'll use parsley for something. I don't know. Let's see. Oregano. Yeah, I'm gonna use oregano. Yeah. Let me see what's this. Oh, wait a minute. Don't I got cumin somewhere? Hold on. I definitely need that if I'm gonna make the beans. I need to be a little bit more organized when it comes to my spices because when I moved in here, I started with only salt. Okay, I had nothing. And now, since I moved in here, I don't know why, oh, right here in my face, oh my God, that, when I moved in here, like I said, all I had was salt, straight up, nothing. And then little by little started buying my spices all over again. And now I got too much. So let's see what kind of beans we're gonna make today. I was really in the mood for candule beans because I do eat beans, but I don't eat certain beans. I know it's weird, I know, but that's just the way I am. Like, I like small white beans, I like gandules. We're also gonna need tomato sauce for the beans. I'm just trying to see. I don't know, I'm in the mood like for pinto beans. I don't like pinto beans, but I do like I like to make it because, you know, for the kids and also because for some reason the pinto beans, like in your sauce, it gives out like a different sort of flavor. I don't know, it's weird, but yeah, so I like it, you know, I like the sauce. So you know what, I'm not gonna use sofrito. Nope. And I usually do, because I got a tutorial on that. What I'm gonna use is this for my beans. This is a Dominican sofrito, all right, and it's called ranchero. Ooh, put this on your beans. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Pimientos is kind of frozen though. Like everything freezes in my refrigerator. Maybe I gotta put the temperature down. I don't know. Should I put potatoes in the beans? Oh, wait a minute, I got a little bit of tomato sauce here. You know what? I got an open can of tomato sauce here. I'm gonna see if that's enough for the beans. If it is, then I'm gonna use the other can. And definitely need onions and potatoes. shopping. We're gonna use this. Where am I gonna put this at? Put that right there. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's all we need. We do need rice and oil. So I'm gonna try to clear some of this up, and let's do the beans next. Okay, so you must excuse like the way it's shaped, like, you know, not shaped, the way the angle is. Usually I like my camera to be like right there facing like the food, but my tripod's been really kind of acting up. So until I could figure something out, this is how we're gonna do it. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best to still make sure that you can see what I'm doing. I also have a pan back there with some oil. That's gonna be for later on when the food is almost finished. I'm gonna cook the alcapurrias, and I'm gonna cook the pastelillos, and I could just microwave the picadillo, you know, so, and the fried plantains. I'm gonna use the same oil. So let me go and now if I was frying, like, let's say meat in there, like pork chops and chicken, I will not reuse it again. I usually throw it out. But when it comes to oil that I make, like, let's say French fries, or let me see, Tostones and stuff like that, I reuse the oil. I don't know if you guys do that, but I surely do. So I'm gonna put this on right now on medium heat, okay? And let's see, make sure I'm gonna grab the corn too, in case I don't have any like salad or stuff like that. I gotta look in the refrigerator again. So yeah, so I'm gonna put the pan right here, and I have this this right here is olive oil with achote. Okay, so usually you get some achote seeds, and you achote seeds, and it makes this nice color when you cook it with olive oil. So this is what I'm using this for. If you want to like get like a more like detail of what I'm talking about, you gotta see the Alcapurria recipe, because I show you how to make this there. I don't have a separate video on it, which I should, you know, but yeah, maybe one day I'll make a separate video on this, you know, so you could understand. But this is good for your food, and it gives it a nice color. So I'm just gonna add just a little bit though, like maybe a tablespoon. All right, and look at that beautiful color. I tell you, that is a beautiful, beautiful color right there. Okay, so let me see what I got here that I can move to the other side. I can move that. Put the ingredients there. The can, I might use it. This is the point of me doing these videos. It's gonna be a little long and all that other stuff. So I am gonna use 2 packs of these, all right? But first, let me put some veggies in there. Okay, so this is the oil, which it's good that I'm gonna leave it out because I may need this for my tostones later on. I'm only gonna put like a tablespoon, okay? And we're gonna start cooking the ham so I can start infusing in there. And I'm gonna grab like a handful, or whatever, how much you want to add. If you like ham and you want to add more, go ahead. It does give it a good flavor to your beans, I tell you. Real good flavor. And here, this we gotta cut in a minute. So let's start using this. Oh man, I love this. I love it with sofrito, but this gives it like a different flavor for some reason. It's just different, you know. So I'm gonna give it maybe 2 or 3 squeeze. 1, 2, yeah, just 2 squeeze, you know, because I really squeezed a lot of it. So just in case, take a good look. Liquid seasoning, oh, so good. I swear you have to try it. Buy it, okay? All right, and I'm not cutting up, using my pimiento, which is frozen. And I know you want to see it, but bear with me, guys. With my clean hands. Look, you see it was frozen? I put 3 pieces. I know it's not starting to sizzle, I don't think so, but I don't know. Something is smelling good in my house. Something it surely is. Let's see what I am exactly looking for. Oh yeah, the spices. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna use the pepper, because the adobo already has pepper in it. So, oh wait a minute, I need onions. Yes. How the hell am I gonna forget that? Right there, right in my face. I knew it. So we're definitely gonna need an onion, okay? Just throwing it in the sink. I'll clean it up after, like, when I'm on, like, off camera. Alright, so I cut this, like, about this piece. Maybe I should start pumping it up a little bit. Alright, so I got all my dry seasonings here, where I could do that real quick. And let me get a spoon. Let's see, where okay, so let's see. I did put it a little high, so it's like a little bit on medium high, just to start letting it, you know, get to work. So I'm gonna start adding 2 hams. You could add 1, but I'm gonna be honest, I really love this ham taste on my beans. Oh, so good. And it's just powder, you know, like, it got a little salt, but that's why I don't know if you noticed I didn't add no salt here, because I know I'm gonna add this and the adobo. So that alone has a little salt, so I'm gonna add a little bit of cumin. And I don't know about you guys, well, I've done it. Like, sometimes I do that much beans without adding a little bit of sugar, but sometimes I do add a little bit of sugar just to sweeten up the beans just a little bit. But it's still, you know, you're not gonna really be like, oh my god, this is pork and beans, it's too sweet. No. Alright, this is still Spanish beans, but I just add a little bit of sugar just to balance all the flavors out. And this is onion powder, even though we got a piece of onion, but you know, this is just powder, so just to give it more onion taste. And some parsley. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this though. Like that. There. And I'm gonna go like maybe 1 time around with this, alright? There. And when you use this, here's some advice. This is really good for your food, alright? It seasons up your rice, your chicken, your meat, and your beans beautifully, but you can't overdo it because then your food will be very, very salty. All right, so just sprinkle a little bit to everything that you have. You're still gonna have an amazing rice, an amazing chicken or whatever, but just don't add too much because and then, you know, it's gonna taste real salty. Then it's just gonna just be like, well, you know. So this is oregano. I just have it like this, like in a spice thing that I have there. All right, and also it's starting to sizzle. Oh my God, it smells so good. I swear, the smell of home cooked meal up in here. This is how it's looking. I wish I had the camera like right there, you know. All right, so that's how it's looking. It smells so good up in here. Let me just put this to the side. Hold on. Let me just put it here in the sink for now. Okay, so what do we do next? Alright, so it's starting to sizzle, and that's what I'm waiting for, like for it to just start doing its thing before I start putting the beans. And it smells so good in here. Alright, well, you can see how it looks. Alright. Don't worry, I'm gonna try my best. Oh wait, let me see if I could do it like this. To, you know, like, remember, I'm starting to do food tutorials now in a new apartment. So I gotta get used to like how to set things up still, you know, even though I've been trying to really do like food tutorials. I've been really trying. You know what? I got this box here. I'm gonna see if I can do something. Because when there's a will, there is a way. But like I said, I gotta get used to doing stuff, you know? Bear with me. I'll get it together. I'll get it together. But I did put a box there on one of the legs, and I'm hoping that maybe you can see all the goodness that's going on in that pot. And now I'm gonna start adding my beans. You can drain the beans if you want. Some people do that. I just throw it all in there, you know. Oh, look at these beans. No, they gotta get out. They don't, no. Look at this. Not bueno. I'm gonna add a little bit of water here because there's still some there stuck. Those beans does not look cute. I'm gonna put half of water for now. And then I'm gonna shake it with my hands just to try to get all of those beans that's stuck in there. Alright, so I'm gonna add my water, but first let it do its thing. These type of videos are gonna be extremely long because maybe even 30 minutes tops, because I am showing you everything. You're actually here with me as I cook, okay? If I make mistakes, if I don't like something, if I feel like I gotta add something, if I gotta substitute something, you're gonna see it all here. So alright, so I filled that can up, but I'm not gonna add any water to it. Also, I'm looking for the sugar. Where is the sugar? Oh, right here. Oh my goodness. Where is my head, Gilbert Grape? Alright, and with a clean spoon. Don't use no spoon that you've been using. This is sugar, please. You don't want to mess up your sugar or whatever. So I'm gonna add like a tablespoon and maybe a half. A tablespoon and a half. Alright? Trust me, you're not gonna taste it. Like, you're not gonna be like, did you put sugar in here? You're just gonna know it's just a nice balance to all the flavors that's going on, okay? All right, so while that's like trying to, you know, boil or whatever, let's come over here. And I'm gonna start doing these potatoes. Let me see if I'm recording. All right. You know what? I think I got some cilantro. I'm probably gonna add like a few sprigs of cilantro into my beans as well. I'm just gonna do like a piece of squash right now, and then I'll do the rest off camera because, you know, like I said, I want all these type of videos to be like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna cut, and be careful with this, please. Like, this is dangerous up in here. Okay, you little sucker, come over here. There you go. Stay right there. And then you take out all the seeds, which I got a bag over here that I usually, when I cook, I throw everything into that bag. Okay, make sure you throw away all the seeds. Some people do pumpkin seeds with that, or they put it in the oven and all that, but ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm gonna see if I can use this. Want it green like the way it's looking. Make sure you still keep doing this. Like this, you see how there's like little spots of green? Take it out. But these cook really fast, alright? Like, I'm not gonna add it now to my beans. I am gonna add it like maybe 10-15 minutes before my beans are almost done. So there you go. And I'm gonna also cut the other ones off camera, and I'm gonna show you how I bag them, all right? But I'm not gonna cut it in front of you guys because I don't want the video to be long. Turn this off. Okay. So let's go back to the beans. Okay, so as you can see, it's starting to boil very, very nicely. All right. And it smells so good. All right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add the water and the tomato sauce, but I'm not gonna taste it yet, all right? To see if I have to adjust the seasonings, okay? So let's add this, and I'm debating if I should add more water because, I mean, that will be good right there, a can and a half of water, okay? If you're gonna make it, you know, if you're gonna make this. But I love a nice saucy beans. Like, I love to add a lot of sauce, you know, because I like a lot of sauce on my rice. So I'll probably add another half a can. So to me, I'm using 2 of these cans full of water. But if you want to just use a cup and a half, a can and a half, do it like that, all right? But like I said, I like saucy beans. And let's not forget also, please, that these beans, while it's cooking, it will kind of like, you know, evaporate, you know, while it's cooking. So you'll be losing some of that juice anyway. So this is what I'm gonna use. I had this from this week, but all I used was a little bit. So there's still some sauce in here. Hold up. See if I could scrape some of that sauce in there, rather than add more water and make my beans too watery. That's me. I know, like some people would just throw it away, but no, I'm sorry. There's still some sauce in here. Okay, there you go. Look at that. Alright, so put that in my can, throw it away. I'll wash that off camera. So, like I said, I'm not gonna add, oh wait a minute, I gotta add the cilantro. Hold on, this is hot, but you know what? I don't care. Yep, I got some cilantro. I'm only gonna use a few spritz, like you know, it's a little frozen though, my cilantro though, but it's okay. I'm cleaning it out real good, you know, because sometimes I do leave the stem. And there you go. Give it a little kick to my beans. Alright, so I'm gonna start making my rice, which is in the, I'm gonna let this do its thing. Don't worry, we'll get back to this. But I'm gonna show you how I prepare my white rice. Okay, so don't be making fun of my scratched up, busted pot. My mother is probably gonna get me some pots, but I think she's gonna get me like those black cast iron pots, like those skillets. And then I'm gonna see if I could buy more pots, you know, for I could start my cooking game again. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add water to this. Now I am eyeballing this, so I cannot really give you no measurements, but I will try my best to explain it to you. Okay, I'm gonna put that on high so it can start boiling. I do have to make a separate video on how to make white rice, but the truth is I do this just by eye. Like I just like do my thing, and I already know how to make rice. But I know with you guys, y'all want, like, especially when it comes to rice, you know, you gotta master it. It takes time for you to do like the perfect fluffy rice. You can't over water it, because then it'd be like bogayao, which is like mushy, or it'll be too hard because you didn't add enough water. It's like a science. So I do gotta like try to see if I could give you a specific details and or measurements on how to do it. For now, I'm just eyeballing it, so just letting you know. But I will try to explain it to you. So, alright. So I got corn oil. You could use olive oil. I've done it with olive oil, but today I'm gonna do it with corn oil. So I'm gonna add. If I had to tell you, maybe like 4 or 5 tablespoons. And you're definitely gonna have to salt this. I'm gonna go twice around. 1, 2. Also, I'm gonna start adding my potatoes to the beans. And like I said, the squash, I'm gonna do it like at least 10-15 minutes before this finish. And we're gonna let this come to a boil, and we'll be back. Okay, so I am back, and I just finished cleaning up, so I'm thankful for that. So while this was doing its thing, and let's see how this is. By the way, this will thicken up, okay? And the reason why I did this first is because I do like to leave my beans cooking for a while, like maybe 35 minutes, maybe even 40, to make sure everything comes together and the beans are nice and soft and the flavors marry and all that good stuff, and the sauce thicken. So that's why I did this first, all right, and did the rice. So that way, while this is cooking and I'm making the rice, everything could just come together. One thing you gotta learn when you're cooking is how to do things on a certain time. Like, how can I say this? Like, if I know I want this longer, why am I gonna make the rice now? The rice only takes like about a good 20 minutes, you know, depending on how much rice you're making. So I'm gonna do this first because this is gonna take longer, and then I'm gonna do the next step. You know, always cook with what takes the longest. If, let's say, if you got meat and you gotta leave it in the oven for like an hour and a half, but you gotta make rice and beans, do the meat first, because you need to cook that while you're cooking everything else. You gotta do stuff in the order that it is, you know. Like right now, I'm not gonna fry my fried plantains because these are not done yet. If I would have made my fried plantains now, I would have been there getting cold, basically. So that's something I do last, because I know this is almost getting done, and the fried plantains takes only maybe 3 to 5 minutes to fry to the second time around. So just letting you know. And I want to taste it. It looks so beautiful, the color. And let me tell you, it smells very, very good in my house. Oh, you could really smell that ranchero. I'm telling you, buy it. Buy the ranchero. Buy it. So let me go and get a spoon. Because everything is nice and clean. And the water is boiling. Let me put it a little lower for it. They don't keep evaporating. Look at this, nice beans. It still needs to thicken up, so oh my god. I'm not even gonna add anything because it's just freaking perfect. I'm not gonna add no more adobo, no more nothing. Just perfect, just the way it is. Alright, so I have this right there next to the stove because just in case I wanted to, you know, just to see if maybe I needed to add maybe a little bit more, but I ain't gonna add nothing. It is perfect just the way it is. It is on high. I'm still gonna leave it on high heat until I see that it's thickening up just a little bit, and then I'll put it a little low, okay? So maybe like in another 10 minutes it'll probably be thickening up, and then I'll put it low just to slowly cook. So that's that. Let's move this to the other side. Sorry guys, I am trying. Okay, so alright, so as you can see that the water is already doing its thing. Let me push the oil a little bit back, because like the beans is splattering everywhere and I don't want it to go on the oil. Alright, so let me just push this back. Alright, and always clean, 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 you know? That way when it's time, when everybody finishes eating, everyone already, you know? Alright, so I got some rice here. Don't ask me how many cups because like I said, I eyeball everything. But I got it here. Let's see. I'm gonna add a little by little first, just to see if, just by looking at it, if I need to add more. Yeah, definitely gotta add more. But I think that's all I need to add, because I think it's good from this point on. Let me put this high as well, because I had lowered it down. Alright, so when you do rice, like from what I learned in school, when I was going to school, me, you know, I've always eyeballed everything. So there's so many tricks you could do. You could do the spoon trick where you put the spoon, and if it stands up, then you know that you have enough water and enough rice. I don't really go by that. I don't even do that. But you could do that, or it goes like 2-in-1 ratio. Like let's say like if you add 1 cup of like measuring, if you add 1 cup of rice, add 2 cups of water. So every cup you add 2. So if you do like 2 cups of rice, then you use 4 cups of water. And it's so easy. You could buy this at the Dollar Tree store. This is 1 cup, as you can see right here. All right, and you can measure with this. You measure with this and you add like 1 cup, depending on how large your family is, and 2 cups, and then you add 4 cups. So every time you use 1 cup, you add 2 cups of water. Is what I'm saying. That's the way I was taught in school. I never really did like, you know what, I'm gonna try it, because like I said, I eyeball everything, and I've been cooking for years. So yeah. Just to let you know in case you want to make it, you know. But I am going to make a separate video on how to make the rice. Because I know how to make all types of rice. I know how to make pilaf rice. I know how to make all types of yellow rice. White rice, of course, that's common for Puerto Ricans. Brown rice, I'm not going to lie. I don't know how to make brown rice. I tried one time and I did something wrong, because it just wasn't working for me. I never really liked it, brown rice, but I want to start eating healthy, so I'm gonna see what I could do about it, you know. So I will learn, because I'm always determined to learn something when I want to. Now with the rice, you gotta always scrape from the bottom, and not all the time, but just while it's boiling, just go and try to scrape the bottom, all right? So that way it doesn't stick as much. And this is not really like a proper pot to really make rice. I'm not saying you can't, but like Spanish people, we usually use calderos, which I'm gonna write the word down. You could get it on Amazon, you know, depending on how large your family is. There's different sizes, and that's great to make rice, you know. But the one that I have is so big, and I don't want to use it, and this will be good for just me and my family. That's why I'm saying I gotta buy more pots, because I gave a lot of them away when I moved. I gave away a lot of stuff, but yeah, I need to buy like more rice, and not more rice, more pots. But I gotta now buy it a little smaller, you know, because now it's just me and my kids. And, you know, I don't got nobody special in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I can't cook for no man, you know what I'm saying? So, before, yeah, but now it's just different. So, as you can see, the rice, you're seeing it now. It's starting to dry up a little bit. I don't know, Puerto Ricans be like, bam, 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 with the freaking spoon, like I'm doing right now. I'm moving my beans. Oh God, it's so good. I definitely need neighbor friends, I tell you the truth. Since I'm new here, I don't know nobody. Because usually when I make a lot of food, or I make beans that I don't really like, but I'm just making it with only, like I'm only eating it for the potatoes and the how you call it, the potatoes and the sauce, I usually give it out. Well, my neighbors loving my beans. Any neighbors that I have ever had always love my food. But let's see. Oh my God, this beans is looking nice and creamy. Oh yes. I love to cook. Okay, so, and I'm not gonna lie, sometime this week, even though it's been like really hot these days, I am gonna make, hold on. Okay, so this is good right here, so let me lower this down. Let me lower this down. You really want to put this on, like, if you have like a stove with numbers, like maybe 2 to 3, all right? Because you want this to be very, very, very low. Hold on, I got the top here, but I also put aluminum foil. You don't have to, you got a top. But the aluminum foil really does make it cook a little quicker and steam it up better to me. So that's what I'm doing, covering this up with aluminum foil. Really make sure it's in there. Bam. Okay, want to make sure that this is low. Okay, and I'm gonna put the timer. I'm gonna put it for 20. You want to check up on it. Now, I'm gonna leave it for 20, but I am gonna look at it like in 10-15 minutes just to stir it around one time and then put everything back on and let it cook for another like 5 minutes, maybe even 10 if it needs more time, but I doubt it because this is only a little bit of rice. So yeah, that, and let me check out my rice, my beans for you to check it out, because after this, I'm gonna let everything cook. And then we're gonna start getting on the, look at my stove. Yep, that's the top to this. All right, and I gotta put that to clean because that was the rice. Let me put it close. Oh, that's too close. Yeah, so. Oh, what I wanted to say was, I know it's been hot, but I'm not gonna lie, I've been fiending for some salchichon soup, you know, with the fideo and all that other stuff, and I got everything to make it. And I'm definitely gonna make soup, white rice, and some tortilla chips. Okay, so I'm gonna do also a cook with me video with that. I do got a video on how I make soup, you know, but only with this soup it's gonna be with whatever I have, like I said. And I got this salchichon to make my soup. Oh, I love this one. I don't like no other brand but that one when I make my soup. So let's see how it's looking. Let me get a spoon. As far as thickness, yeah, it's getting thick. Still needs a little bit more time, but it's getting thick. So I'm gonna leave it here for like another 5 minutes on high. Then I'm gonna put it low until the rice is done, okay? Alright, so clean all these spoons again because that's the way I am, and we'll be back. Okay, so put it upside down. Alright. Okay, talking to my son. I got 4 more minutes to the rice. The beans I put low, and I just finished putting the either you want to call it calabaza, even though that's pumpkin, but yeah, squash. And yeah, so the good thing about this is that I didn't have to fry no, like I didn't have to, you know, do the meat or anything because everything was already prepped. I did my alcapurrias a few days ago. I did the pastelillos a few days ago. I did the tostones a few days ago, and I froze it up. And you know, that kind of helps me from when I stay in the kitchen too long. So yeah, so this is what I have here. This is I don't know what it's really called, so I'm sorry. But it is for salads, and you spin it. Okay, wait a minute, what's going on here? I hope my kids did not break it. Oh, okay. Because my kids was messing with this the other day. I was like if they're driving a car and stuff like that, I'm like, you're gonna break it. For real, my kids break everything. But as you can see, it spins. And you put the salad in there. You put it and then you spin it to take out all that excess water, all right, that is in your salad when you're cleaning the lettuce. Okay, my mom gave me this as a gift you know. So she gave it to me when I was in New York living in her house. She was like, for your apartment. She gave me a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I am gonna put this here in the sink, because when I'm cutting the lettuce, I'm gonna put it there, rinse it out with water, and then we're gonna put it in here. I don't know where she bought it, but I will try to find out where. So I'm just giving y'all the heads up. I do got Asiago cheese that I like to like kind of shave or use like one of these things. And put it on my lettuce, but I don't know. If I do, I'll let you guys know. So I got here corn, which I gotta open it up with my can opener. It's right here. A head of lettuce, which I'm not gonna use all of this. I'm only gonna use a little bit because my kids like lettuce, but not like that. Red onion. I do got a lime. I might have to do dressing, because I don't got like dressing from the supermarket, like Italian or French dressing or Thousand Islands. I try to not really buy it because I know that, you know, even though you're putting it on your salad, it's not 100% healthy. So I try to do my own, like with a little bit of olive oil and vinegar, salt and pepper, and that's how I do it. Hold on a minute, you guys. No, I got it. Let's see. Alright. You can shut up now. And I'm just checking out my rice, you guys. Like I said, this is gonna be the real deal here. This is how I usually prep. Let me taste it. Oh my god. Perfect rice. Let me show you. Hold on. I know my camera sucks, but it is very, very good. And look at the pegao. That is like the perfect pegao or concon, like Dominican people. Let me show it to you. That's this is what you call like the ending of the rice, which is kind of burnt, but we sometimes love that. So we eat pegao, see, nice and perfect. And then this is the rice, nice. Sorry, my block is crazy. All right, and just perfect, and it tastes so good. It's like just perfect. Oh, so I turned it off, but I am still gonna put this and put the top. And yeah, let's check the beans. All right, since we're here, and let me just zoom it out a little bit. Oh, why it's not zooming out? Let me turn this off and turn it back on. Okay, so the rice is done. Yes. And I did put the oil in the back, you know, preheating it. It's on low for now. When I'm ready to make everything, I'll put it a little high. So I got a habit of scraping all the parts right here because I like a clean pot. I know the OCD be kicking in, I'm telling you. And the squash is almost done. You could tell by you just breaking it with your fork, all right? But it does need maybe another 5 minutes for it. Look at these. Sorry, I'm in the light. It's a small spoon, but look. And it's so creamy. I mean, I don't think it'll be hard for you to follow through without me giving you exact measurements and all that. This recipe, just make it, and you know, and this is low, so I'm gonna leave it there for like another 5-7 minutes. Oh my god, Lord have mercy. That's all I gotta say. Lord have mercy. But anyway, let's get back to the salad. Okay, so back to this. So I'm gonna have to probably make the dressing, which I'm just gonna use this cup. This is my beautiful Puerto Rico cup that I like to drink my coffee in the morning. And oh wait, let me cut this right here. Oh God, let's hope it looks great. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me take out the little pit right here because it looks like it's giving me some problems. I just want some avocados. My fault though, you see, I do this all the time. I let food go to waste. I know I shouldn't. Voila! Go, yes, avocado up and in here. Ooh, 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 avocado. Yes, I honestly thought it was gonna be bad. And look at how beautiful this is. Yes! Oh my God, I'm so happy. I've been really dying for some avocado. I am so sorry. Let me go and get the olive oil. Okay, so I got the oil, the olive oil, vinegar, salt and pepper there. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Oh my God, I'm gonna enjoy this plate of food today. All right, I am. So, open this up. Come on. I'm so happy I got some avocado. I'm so freaking happy. Been dying for some avocado. And it's hard to find it out here in Connecticut. Not that it's hard, but I will have to go to the supermarket because there's not like no bodegas or like a close supermarket like in every corner or something like that, like it is in New York or you know in the Bronx. So you know, I haven't had avocado in a while. Now if I would have been in New York, that would have been different. I would have had avocado every day if I wanted to. They sell it in the stores. You know, the supermarket was right around the corner. Like, yeah, so. But over here it's just different. You need a car. And I ain't got no car. So I go to the supermarket maybe once every week or once every 2 weeks, depending on how much food we got in this house. Yeah, so. Put it here. Let me show it to you guys. All right. And I wish you could really see all the water that's coming out of this right now. I'm going to show you how much water was in there. Do it one more time just to make sure. Like I'm driving a car, but it's just lettuce. Wait a minute, hold on. This is awesome, I swear. You should really invest money in it. And look, it's like a washing machine. Look at how it separated everything, like in the side, like a washing machine would do. Oh, it's so dry. My lettuce, oh, look at this. And look at all the water that came out of there. All right, so throw that away and put my lettuce in the back. All right, because that way I can still add whatever I want to add to it. We got our salad here. And now let's make our salad dressing. Who knows, this video is probably going to be long. I really don't care. I'm really trying to teach you guys how to cook and how to enjoy to cook in your kitchen. Don't look at it as boring. Enjoy it, you know. I eyeball everything, so I cannot tell you how much I'm using. So, I'll one day try to do a video on this. If I had to guess, maybe 1/3 cup, maybe. But I don't like to give like measurements like that without me really knowing precisely. Just eyeball everything. Just that much oil. And I do got a container where I put all whatever I have left on my salad dressing is in the refrigerator. A little bit empty. I have a little bit, but I know that I have to make more. So around like maybe 2 cups full. But I'm gonna taste this, you know. So salt, don't go crazy on the salt. Just a little bit there. Let me put it here in case. And some pepper. Not a lot either, don't go crazy. Alright. Wow, I can smell that pepper from here. That's some strong stuff there. Wow, took a spoon, a brand new one. Really mix it real good and make sure everything comes together. At least for a few seconds. To me, I need to add a little bit more vinegar, so I'm gonna add a little bit more, a lot more. And I'll put this away because I don't wanna grab another spoon. I don't want nobody to be like, you know, you just use that spoon, you're gonna put it in there. I mean, come on, I'm cooking for my family. I wouldn't do that like if I was cooking for like strangers and stuff. You don't have to like just tap it and just lick it. Okay, that's good right there. So this is it. And I am gonna put a little bit more salt though. There. And no pepper because I think the pepper is good. So let me get another spoon. So now I gotta mix this. I got like 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 regular spoons and then I got the big spoon for the rice. Oh my goodness. Alright, there. Put that there. So this is the salad stuff. Put it right here and I'm gonna cut this because I do like to add a little bit of like, you know, like to put it on the plate or to put it on a, when I take pictures and stuff. I'm also going to show you presentation, how to hook up your plate. All right, I've been thinking about all this type of stuff, these type of videos since I was in New York. Okay, and everything. Want to make my videos a little bit different. I'm going to show you guys how to nicely present your plate. Usually I show you the plate afterwards. You know, in a tutorial, I'm going to show you how to mold your rice, how to do it nice and neat for you can serve it for your man. Your man is going to be like, ay, yo te quiero. Just like that. All right, so we got that. We got the salad right here. And all we got to do is fry everything that I just mentioned. And we're done. Okay, so, all right. I put this right here on medium. And let me see how the beans are doing. The beans is, the rice is off. I have here a whole bunch of napkins since I'm gonna be frying food. Napkins there. Make sure this don't. Oh my God, this is hot. Right. Okay, so. Oh my God, these beans look amazing. Peanut! Let me get the phone real quick. What I'm gonna do is, so you can't really be all up in it, I'm gonna record it with my phone. You know, with the iPhone, it's good quality. Look at the, oh my God, look at the calabaza. It's perfect. Oh my God. I just can't stop. I just cannot stop. Bring the spoon in the dough. Oh no, wait, you know what? Let me use this spoon while I do a little video. You'll be here watching. Look at this, whatever they are. Okay, look. You know what? I'm not gonna record it, okay? Just try to take a good look. Look at this baby. We're talking about that nice ham. All this goodness. The calabaza. The potatoes. Look at that. Listen, do these beans. Look at this, nice, thick. And as you can see, there's enough sauce for you can have extra sauce for your beans. Look at this. Now, if you don't really like the cilantro being in your way and stuff like that, you can remove that towards the end. You know, like, you know, with a fork, and just remove it out of your beans if you want some nice clean beans that you don't want all like those little things to be all up in your beans. And you know, you could even remove these if you want, but I like that in my beans. It shows that I did it with love, that it's real nice and seasoned. And yeah, look at that. All right, and look at all the liquid that you have left. So I mean, you want to add about a cup and a half of the can of the beans, you know, for water. You can, but 2 I think is way better. Just giving y'all the heads up. So let me move this back, or maybe I should put it like this so you can see it. Okay, so let me do the pastelillos first. I just hope that I didn't have this on high for too long showing y'all the beans. And I gotta do the pastelillos first, and then the tostones. No, I shouldn't even do the tostones first. I'm gonna do this first, then the alcapurrias, and then the tostones. Tostones cook fast. I would have done the alcapurrias first because they do take longer to fry. But since my kids are eating this, I don't want this to be too burning hot for them. Let me see if it's, yep, it's bubbling right there, so it was ready. I had it preheating low, but then I put it medium. Alright, so I'm only making 2 because one child is gonna eat the 2 alcapurrias, I mean the 2 pastelillos, and my other son is gonna eat the picadillo, which I'm gonna microwave that now. It's looking so beautiful. Tell me that don't look beautiful. Look at that. And this is on medium, all right? You don't want to put it too high. You may burn it. You want a nice, gentle, beautiful, golden color to it, all right? Let me see. I don't want it to burn it on the other side as well. Okay, this is perfect. And then I'm gonna put it here, or I could yeah, this is done. Always shake out the oil, but you're gonna also put it on the napkin to also do it too. I'm gonna do the alcapurrias, and I do got a video on how to make this. Now it's gonna be a real long video, like all my videos is. That's the microwave. But let me explain. I did this from start to finish, gave you tips, showed you how to do it, you know, and it did a Mayo-Ketchup, taught you how to wrap it up and put it in the freezer if you got leftovers. Yeah, I went there on that video, so check it out, and you're gonna love my alcapurrias. I've been eating alcapurrias all week long. All right, this is for me and my older son. I'm gonna only eat 1. He's gonna eat 2. Be very careful. I mean, I know y'all see me like, whoa, this girl's gonna burn her hands. I'm telling you, I've been doing this for years, like cooking and stuff like that. So I already know exactly like what to do. So. beautiful. All right, look at how beautiful the color of these alcapurrias is, and how I molded them right for you to get that perfect shape, you know. All right, so yes, check that video out. I'm telling you, check it out. I'm gonna see if I can link it below, okay? Because I be forgetting to put links on my freaking channel, on like the description boxes. I only put my social media, but I don't put like links to other dishes, you know. So yeah, I don't want it to overcook too much because it gotta cook on the inside too. So these alcapurrias is almost done, okay? And since I took it out and thawed it out, it's not gonna take that long to fry. And it'll cook inside very nicely. So when you do freeze them, you're gonna have to at least take it out at least 2 hours before you know you're gonna cook, okay? So I mean, put it in like in the sink, you know, like that way it doesn't make a mess all over like the counter or whatever, like on a plate. Put it on a plate and then put it on the sink, in a nice clean sink. All right. Now if you do decide to make them frozen like that because you're hungry, because I've done it before, all right, you hungry, all right, you know what I'm saying, that's fine, put it in there frozen. I've done it. But you're gonna have to really keep an eye on it, all right? And you're gonna have to like not bump up the heat a little bit. And you're gonna have to at least, like with a fork, poke like at least 2 or 3 holes and on each side while it's cooking, for that way the oil and the heat, you know, could cook the inside, all right? Because you don't want to like have it like this and then you open it up and it's still frozen in the inside. Trust me, I know all these things because I've been through it. And you know, I may love to cook, but not for nothing. I know like the mistakes and everything. I've been through all of that. I'm not gonna say I woke up and oh yeah, I know how to cook. No, I've had my share of experiences too. All right, so I'm just saying, like, yeah. So I'm gonna take these out. Oh, look at how beautiful they look, and I did some with cheese too. All right. And I'm gonna put them there. I don't want to squeeze them too much because like I said, I'm gonna do a video on Snapchat and all that good stuff. And look at how it's looking over there. Bam! That's right, Ovi does it. Ovi does it. All right, so now we're gonna do the plantains. All right, so let's get this party started. And the picadillo for my son is already done. Look at this. Oh my God, we're gonna be so good today. I'm not gonna lie, I was sick for like 2-3 weeks, like 3 weeks maybe. I ended up getting I hope I'm saying it right, sciatica. And I couldn't walk. All I could do was lay down. I couldn't sit. If you don't know about that, I'll leave the name and you could just Google it. So I have to, like, I'm feeling better now. You know, you gotta push yourself to still walk and stuff like that. Pero mira, that was the worst. I couldn't cook. You know, my kids was eating freaking crackhead food. I'm just joking. Freaking eating soup, macaroni and cheese, like simple stuff. They wasn't getting none of this, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bump up the heat just a little bit because I had it. Yeah, so like that was crazy, man. Oh, listen, I never want nobody to go through what I went through these past 3 weeks. It was hell. It was torture. I had to even go to the ER. That's how I found out. That they gave me like a shot, and I was taking pills and like medication for it, and I still get like little, you know, pain in my left leg because it affects one part of your leg. And yeah, it was it was bad. Wouldn't want nobody to go through that, put it like that. Never, because this is just really bad. I mean, so you have to understand why I'm happy that I am making this nice, delicious meal. I haven't cooked like this in a minute, alright? So I've been doing like little simple stuff, but I haven't been cooking like this. Not like big, like this. Okay, so it is done. Let me take these out. And they held up pretty good. I was kind of scared, like, because I have froze these, and this was the first time I ever did something like that. So, because I usually make it right there fresh. But since they sell it like that in the supermarket, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try that, you know, just to see. So it really did. Like, I'm gonna see how it tastes though, if it's like, you know. But it looks like it's really good, you know. Alright, so I got my kids' plates here. Let me just let that do its thing. Okay, I'm gonna see if I could put it as back as I can so I could show you everything. Look at the time. Oh my goodness. So I just finished taking pictures of all of this. You will see it on my Instagram, Facebook, and, you know, on all my social medias. And these are the plates my kids are gonna use. My oldest son is playing basketball, so I know he's gonna be eating later. So these are cute, right? So I'm gonna give Peanut first. Peanut, which plate do you want? The frog one?
The frog.
Here it goes. That's for one child. I know my other son, I already know that he's gonna want avocado chunky, because he loves avocado. So, and I'm not gonna give him a lot of rice. Oh, the pegao is so, like, perfect. Perfect today, all right? Wish I could tilt it, but I can't.
Oh, that's fine.
Yep, I gave avocado. Ooh. And if you want more, like anything, just let me know, alright?
Yeah. Delicious food.
Alright, so this is the plate. I'm gonna try to focus it, because that way you could see how I hooks it up, okay? So, here we go. the plantains, and this is how I do my food, okay? So you got everything in this video, alright? Except that I didn't show you how to make, you know, this. But there'll be a separate video on that. And Tostones, there's a separate video on that. But this is a come cook with me video. This is my first one. So I hope that you enjoy. Let me know if you want more of these types of videos. Take care. God bless. And my kids are acting up. Alright, bye. Yum. Oh, Tostones, Alcapurria, Pastelillos. And I did a video, 2 videos actually. No, 3 videos. No, there's a video for all of this here, honey. Okay, and I'm gonna link it below. And I did a come cook with me video as well. That's what I'm doing now. I'm cooking up in here.